Today we are tasting a Rougui from a small plot inside the Wuyi scenic area, with a very fresh cinnamon bark note. First, look at the dry leaf shape. This is finished tea, charcoal roasted twice, and the roast has settled very steadily. Now let us smell the dry leaves. Even from the dry leaves, the cinnamon bark aroma is already there. Although it was roasted twice, there is no harsh fire note. The dry aroma is restrained, so the processing should be sound. As usual, here is the first infusion. The cinnamon bark note is very clear. The lid aroma is spicy and assertive, with obvious cinnamon bark. The processing is very good. From the liquor, you can tell this is a medium roast Rougui. The tea liquor is very bright. Now look at the infused leaves. The leaves are tightly formed, dark and glossy, with a satin-like sheen. Let us taste the first infusion. Its aroma has not fully opened yet. What shows first is restraint, cleanliness, and a very clear cultivar character. You do not need to see the leaves. Just smelling the first infusion tells you what it is. It has a clear, standard, assertive Rougui cinnamon bark aroma. There is a lot of chaos in rock tea live streams selling now. Many hosts who do not understand tea hold up ordinary liquor and call it this rock or that mountain field. In the end, tea is about taste and texture. A truly good tea speaks for itself. Let us drink another cup. Rock tea processing is complex, with many difficult points to control. From this tea alone, you can feel that the maker was serious, precise, and experienced. When drinking a good rock tea, the drinker and the tea maker can have a deeper conversation through the tea liquor itself. So good rock tea does not need many flashy names or polished marketing words to sell it. It relies more on real flavor to represent rock tea, because no one is easily fooled. No matter how beautifully I describe it, once the tea enters your mouth, if it does not taste right, all those words are empty. Now the second infusion. I will extend the steep just a little. The goal is to bring out the Rougui cultivar aroma and the aroma of the maker's craft more fully. That should be enough. The cinnamon bark note is very fresh, with no off aromas. Look at the liquor. Experienced drinkers can probably see it at a glance from the liquor and its clarity. At this point, the infused leaves have not fully opened yet. It still needs a third and fourth infusion to show its flavor better. Honestly, rock tea is still just tea, a drink. Whenever I drink a tea where craft, growing area, and cultivar are all well expressed, I understand why people say rock tea is where seasoned tea drinkers eventually arrive. Rock tea has a complexity and richness of flavor that many other teas do not. But as a tea person in Wuyi Mountain, if you want to present a good cup, you still need to work honestly and carefully with tea. Let us drink again. At this point, the cinnamon bark aroma is very obvious. It appears directly in the liquor, which is why many people enjoy Rougui. That spicy, assertive feeling is hard for other cultivars or tea types to show. That is also why Rougui is now planted widely in Wuyi Mountain. Drinking tea alone at a moment like this feels very fortunate. As consumers and tea drinkers, what do we need? A rock tea with fair price and good quality. As tea people and tea farmers, what we need to do is simple: seriously improve our understanding of rock tea, and work honestly as farmers. To be a proper tea farmer, because hype always fades. If the current noise ends up harming rock tea, when the noise fades, rock tea will still be here, and the Wuyi name will remain. But for this historic category of Wuyi rock tea, what can we contribute, and how do we respect our work? That is what I am thinking about right now. Enough said. Let us drink the third infusion. In my own work experience, there are still many people in Wuyi Mountain who truly love rock tea. Whether they are tea farmers, tea factories, or tea sellers, including those working in refining steps such as charcoal roasting, every stage has people who truly love and study rock tea. That is rare, valuable, and comforting. This time, let us change the order and look at the leaves first. The leaves are slowly opening up now. This is a standard medium roast Rougui, the leaves have changed color. But there is no harsh fire note at all. The roast has settled cleanly, and the roasting craft is very good. Look at the liquor. Good tea naturally brings a few more thoughts. I originally recorded these videos simply to taste and chat with everyone. But when the tea is good, reflections come naturally. Now the third infusion. There is not much I need to explain about this tea. What matters more is this is a fairly standard Zhengyan medium roast Rougui. In cultivar, origin, and craft, it meets the standard. Of course, it is not Rougui from a core valley site. It is more of a small plot within the scenic area. When we talk about Zhengyan tea, what most sets it apart is its taste and texture, its endurance, and its adaptability. But all of that foundation needs good craft to show it. At the very least, the craft must be able to handle the material. Now look at the third infusion. You can see it from the liquor color. This Rougui has very good endurance. I expect it can go at least 7 or 8 infusions. The flavor should remain quite stable. Even in the later infusions, it should not fall off suddenly. That is one advantage of Zhengyan material. On the other hand, this does not mean material from other areas cannot reach this level of endurance. It is just that, in comparison, Zhengyan material tends to have a stronger foundation. But if other areas are made carefully, they can still achieve a very good charm. That is an objective point. Look at the leaves. After the first 2 infusions, they are fully opened. Look at the liquor color. It shifts slightly from deep brown toward reddish brown. The cinnamon bark aroma is still stable. This mouthfeel shows that this Rougui has a very clear direction. Its floral aroma has been roasted away. It has been fully roasted through. That is how the cinnamon bark note becomes stable. In a way, it is not mixed with floral aroma. That means the roast level is just right. The roast settling is also stable. Of course, this depends on personal preference. Many tea drinkers like a more layered Rougui aroma. For example, it may have cinnamon notes while still retaining some floral feeling. That kind of layered aroma also has its audience. But from a craft perspective, making the cinnamon note this clear and stable is quite rare. As for this Rougui, that spicy, assertive feeling has already softened by the third infusion. That is reasonable. Many tea drinkers do like a very firm, forceful character throughout. But if that mouthfeel stays too forceful, it can become tiring to drink. This Rougui does not overemphasize spicy stimulation. It focuses more on cinnamon character. It presents the cinnamon bark aroma very clearly. By drinking this Rougui, you can understand what people mean by cinnamon bark Rougui. You can taste what that really means. From this angle, it can be called a kind of reference sample. Not that it is the standard itself, but it presents the style very clearly, and is quite representative. This is the fourth infusion. Let us look at the infused leaves again. There is no uneven flowered leaf base. Nothing is underdone. The color change is very even throughout.